Hello, Arkansas teachers. My name is Lindsay Lovelady, and I am one of the behavior support specialists out of the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative. Thank you for joining me for another installment of Behavior Breaks. Today, I will give you 2 quick and easy ways to build relationships with the students in your classroom. Some of you might be thinking that you already have great relationships with your students, and that is great. If you get to the end of this video and you don't already have these in practice, I challenge you to start tomorrow. As teachers, we want a classroom that is optimal for learning. So what does building relationships have to do with that? Well, studies have shown that kindergarten and first grade students with chronic conflict relationships with their teachers were less compliant and liked school less than other students, and were at increased risk of poor academic achievement. We also know that before any intervention can work, students need to know that you like them and want what's best for them. When students don't trust you or feel that you have low expectations of them, their behavior mirrors this. Relationship building should occur during times of calm, not when there is chaos in the classroom or a student is struggling behaviorally. Relationship building should also take place intensively at the beginning of the year and after disruptions in the year, such as breaks, vacations, or long holidays. So, let's dive into 2 pretty simple but very impactful relationship building strategies. The first strategy is to smile and be nice. This seems pretty basic, right? To some, this is a hard skill, and smiling isn't necessarily natural. This is what's cool about smiling. It's all about the mirror neurons. Neurons will fire in our brains when a person acts, and the neuron mirrors the behavior of the other. So, when we see someone smile, we will most likely do the same. The implications of this are that students learn via modeling from you, their educators, and also their peers. The students will treat us how we treat them. I want you to pretend that you are a new teacher in a school. Group 1's teachers are always smiling and happy to see you. Group 2's teachers never smiled. You never know when they are happy because they look the same all the time. Which group of the 2 would you rather join? Group 1 or Group 2? Who seems more welcoming and easier to get to know? Group 1, right? Is it hard for you to smile? Here's a tip. Hang a picture of Buddy the Elf in your class. Look at it frequently as a reminder to smile. Now let's talk about strategy 2. It is to use positive greetings at the door. I think all teachers know what positive greetings at the door look like, but may not be familiar with why they are important. Positive greetings establish a positive classroom atmosphere, and it helps pre-correct problem behavior before the student even enters the room. Pre-correction is a proactive strategy designed to prevent or interrupt predictable problem behavior from occurring and increase the likelihood of expected behavior taking place. These are positive verbal or nonverbal interactions with students as they walk into the classroom. You can use smiles, physical touch only as appropriate, and you also want to use the student's name in the greeting. You can pre-correct before a student walks into the classroom. You can remind the student of when class starts. You might want to reference successes that they had the previous day. Show enthusiasm that they are at school and in your class today. You could even create a secret handshake. I bet a lot of us have seen the video of this teacher greeting his students at the door. Don't you want to be in his class? What kind of relationship do you think he has with his students? Let's watch.
A lot of students come in with situation at home that's not ideal. So therefore, when they come into school, I want this to be their sanctuary. I want them to be excited to come to school, because before I'm able to deliver a substantial amount of content to them, they have to buy into me. They have to invest in the teacher itself.
I don't know. You might be ready.
He's getting one.
But one thing that's going to stick with them forever is how did Mr. White treat me when I was in this grade. It kind of draws them in, and once I have them in and have their trust, and they're invested in me, then I can deliver my content. See the academic side of it increase. So that's really why I do it, and to bring joy to them. I mean, I feel like every student needs a little bit of joy in their lives. It doesn't matter what it is. Every student. That's been one of the biggest things for me, like those messages from other educators. I'm talking about Patch at about 20, 50 years of the game. Oh my God, I have tears in my eyes. I can't wait to go to school. I'm gonna try this with my students. I mean, that was so amazing to me. I'm all about bringing joy to people's lives, man, and inspiring others to do so. So hopefully everybody can start doing it in their classroom, make it a big thing, worldwide thing, something cool.
That's pretty cool, right? Something that we could do tomorrow. So I'm going to share with you another strategy. It's called Tums at the door. This is a simple strategy that will help you build a greater student-teacher bond. Here are the steps to Tums at the door. Touch, use name, make eye contact, and smile. Let's watch a quick 60-second video on this strategy.
I use a technique called Tums at the door to greet my students in a way that is personal, quick, and efficient. I do it at the door because it helps build that relationship with each student individually without having to go from desk to desk to desk. It's T for touch. Since touch is not comfortable for everybody, I give them the option of either a high five, a handshake, a hug, or a fist bump. U is for use their name. They know that I know who they are, and they're not just some random kid out of my long list of students. When you make eye contact with them, you show that you truly care about what they're saying or that they're there. And S is for smile, because smiling is a good way to start off your day. It sets you up for a positive lesson. Tums at the door is a way for me to build relationships with my students and a way for them to be welcomed into my classroom every day.
Do you think this can be incorporated into your class? Some students need a little more than just a positive greeting at the door. I want to share with you a final strategy that is more for the K-6 age group. It's called Read the Room. With this strategy, you will stop a student from entering the classroom. Before they enter, cue the student to read the room. This will prompt the student to look around. Is the class noisy and chaotic, or is everyone at their seats starting morning work? Or is everyone getting out their homework and turning it into the homework folder and sitting back down? Ask the student what the class is doing. If the student is struggling, prompt them to the noise level of the class, the specific behaviors the class is engaged in, or to other cues in the environment. As the student becomes more independent and successful in reading the room, fade out your prompt. Just say, read the room. and let the student do their thing. This teaches the student to start scanning the room independently before they walk in. Don't just teach 1 to 2 students to do this. Part of our job as teachers is to teach these types of strategies to all students. The end goal is that if all students are sitting quietly and independently reading, that the student entering the room won't come in yelling, "What time is our quiz today?" The student will instead notice the behavior of the other students in the class and quietly sit at their desk when they walk in. I have left you with 4 strategies: smile and be nice, positive greetings at the door, Tums at the door, and the read the room strategy. I hope that these strategies are ones that you can put in place tomorrow if you don't already have something like this going. After this presentation, go back to www.arbss.org and download these free graphics on the Read the Room strategy and Tums at the door. Thank you for joining me today for my behavior break on 2 strategies for building relationships in your classroom. Please refer back to our website, www.arbss.org. We would love to help you with more strategies in your classroom. Thank you and have a great year.